Hello and welcome to today's The Last Trade Week Ahead video. Now in today's The Last Trade Week Ahead video, we'll be taking a look at two stocks. I'll take a look at Bharti Airtel and I'll take a look at Axis Bank. I'll take a look at both of them from perspective of an F&O trader and perspective of an equity investor, because this week is going to give opportunities to both, I believe. Now, before we do all of that, let's take a look at the news to be affecting our markets this week. Now, this week is a truncated week as we have a holiday coming on Thursday, so that makes the Sensex expiry come a day earlier on Wednesday. And this being a monthly expiry week, it will make things interesting as we have an expiry now on Tuesday and Wednesday with no gap in between. So expect decay factors to be much faster this week than they usually are. Then, secondly, the next news factor will affect our markets this full week is going to be Trump and Iran. This is Trump from weeks has been pumping, sometimes deal, sometimes no deal, and those things. But last week he sped it up as they were pumping the news every, let's say, 5-6 hours. But over the weekend, it's gone now to every 15-20 minutes. Either Pakistan or Saudi or America will say we're close to a deal, we're close to a deal. Yesterday they were saying it will happen today. Now today they're saying it will happen tomorrow. So I believe that is just there to play folly. So anyone day trading tomorrow, especially, the indexes expect quite sharp two-way moves, and as I know, a lot of already thought that okay, so oil being down right now, gap up and then you just go long. Can be that, but highly likely that it's going to be sharp moves because this news is going to keep trickling in. That sometimes no deal, sometimes deal, and all that will affect our markets pretty significantly. So it's going to be quite a volatile week. Third news will affect our markets is Russia and Ukraine. They've again come into forefront. The war has been going on, but Russia has hit Ukraine pretty hard over the weekend, which they have, to a level they have not done so far in the war. So that also comes into play. But I believe the first thing which everyone will focus on is Trump, because he's the most noisy guy in the world right now. So that's it on the news front. Now I'll take a look at Bharti Airtel, after which I'll take a look at Axis Bank. Now, coming to Bharti Airtel, according to me, as long as Bharti Airtel is between 1830 and 1940, this is a 2M zone. But if you see on basically for last week, it had a clean fall. After the prior week, it went up. So basically, what I can see, due to the news flow, it may open positive, but due to that, it's going to be open somewhere smack dab in the middle of the range. So expect the two-way moves to be pretty vigorous in this stock. The only clean trending move will come above 1940 or below 1830. Below 1830, it goes to 1758. Above 1940, it goes to 1980 and 2010. Now, here, how will I trade it? Now, within this zone, I'm going to look at Bharti Airtel for day trading this week, because I expect it to be pretty volatile in this zone, and that will give good moves. However, on the positional point of view, if it breaks 1940, then I most likely will go long, number one, via equity for 1980 and 2010. But that will all also depend on whether the situation of Iran resolves. And on the other hand, if it breaks 1830, then I will short most likely via futures, not via option buys, not via option sells, via futures. So my trading plan between this zone, only intraday, above 1940, long via equity, below 1830, short via futures, not options. So that's my view on Bharti within this zone. If you're only an equity trader, let it get out of this zone. Then if it breaks 1940, you can look at it. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to look at it, as you'll be wasting your time. Next, I'll take a look at Axis Bank. Axis Bank is also in a similar situation as Bharti, as it basically it did the opposite. This last week, it had a positive run-up after basically a big drop. But I look at Axis in a very different way. Now, according to me, unless there's a deal signed, then everything will go bullish for a few days and it will go to 1315, 1314, 1393. However, if there is no deal signed, then as long as it is between 1315 and 1240, now this is a box range. And I believe if it breaks the high of Friday, it will go to 1315 and can go to 1340. But if there's no deal sign, then one of these is going to be a top, as Axis Bank is going to go up here and then resume its downtrend back towards the 1240 support. The only clean time it becomes a clean long if it breaks 1340, as it will have crossed two very important resistance zones. So then the target comes 1393. However, within the zone, same like Bharti, it's a box range stock. It's going to give two-way moves. It's not going to be clean. How will I trade it personally? Personally, as I have a bias towards this, when I look at the chart, that I am expecting it to go to one of these points and stop and then fall. So I'm only going to look at this from an F&O point of view, and most likely only from an option buying point of view, not an option selling, even for positional. So if it breaks this, then the long I will only trade it via intraday. But if I see rejection happening here, then a short I would trade it in a positional point of view. But as long as within this zone, expect two-way moves. There's not going to be a clean trend. And that's simply how the stock is set up, plus how the geopolitical drama is going on, does not favor a clean move coming easily. So that's it for Axis Bank and Bharti Airtel. If you like the video, then hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.